name is Paige Wenner. I'm here with Mr. Lovrich to talk about tonight's game against Glendale. So my first question is, how has the team bounced back at practice from the loss to Tyrone?
I thought we had a really good week of practice. Most of the time, the first day of school is kind of like a little different because you're on a different schedule. And then you throw in 2 95-degree days. So I thought our guys really worked hard. We focused on trying to finish plays because we had so many close plays almost there Friday night, but almost isn't good enough in football. You have to actually have it done. So we worked on finishing a lot.
And what are some concerns Glendale presents?
Last week, Glendale scored 49 points. Anytime the team scores 49 points, you have to be concerned. Their passing game, their quarterback, I think, is a 3-year starter, so they have really good skill kids. Like, he extends the play, he'll scramble, his receivers will find open areas. So anytime you have a player of that ability, it's really a big concern. So we have to focus on containing him. And like I said before, we have to finish our plays. A lot of times we were in good coverage last week. We have to make sure we're in good coverage, but we have to finish the plays this week.
Your team moved the ball well at times against Tyrone. How can you get more consistent?
Well, I think, it all starts as a team effort. All 11 guys have to be doing their job on that given play. And then if we make a mistake, we have to forget about that mistake, because a lot of times that mistake just keeps compounding. You start thinking about it, and then that becomes a problem mentally. So we just kind of have to play each play like it's one game, and then move on to the next play. Glendale, they're going to try to bring some pressure. So our linemen have to keep our eyes up. We have to keep our feet moving. Our backs have to block for each other and hit the holes. Quarterbacks have to make good decisions. And, we need to protect football. Last week we did a good job with not having a lot of pre-snap penalties, but, we want to be better than that. We had, I think, 2 penalties and we had 2 fumbled snaps, so we want to try to eliminate those mistakes that we made for ourselves.
How big is tonight's game for the ICC?
Every game's big. We were trying to focus on, the guys were all fired up last week for Tyrone because it's Tyrone. Well, we have to be just as fired up for Glendale. This is like our state championship. Every day is build up to that game. So we have to play it like it's the state championship. And next week we'll play whoever we're playing next week like it's the state championship. So we have to be fired up. Anytime you're playing a league game, especially since you're the returning champion, a lot of people, we're their big game. So we have to make sure we're ready for them to bring out their best effort against us.
And then finally, how did it feel to get the first game in as head coach?
It was a lot of different things, like interviews like this, stuff that I didn't have to do before. I had to do a lot last week. So it kind of took up some time having to do those things, but I think it's important we do these things because we have to promote our program. Our guys work a lot, so we want them to get the recognition they deserve. It was exciting being part of that game. And it's not about me, it's about the kids. It was our first game. I've been involved in football for 21 years. And, it was exciting for me to do that. But once the game got started, it was like any other game. I just had to focus on doing my job and trying to get the best out of the kids.
Thank you.
You're welcome.